Amazons and Gargarians, an annual ritual of survival and continuity. The Amazonian myth of reproduction with the Gargarians presents a unique narrative where the fierce, all-female Amazons meet annually with the male-only Gargarians. This rendezvous ensures the continuation of both societies through selective breeding, which sustains their separate yet interconnected communities. Tracing back to ancient Greek mythology, the historical origins of the Amazons and their interactions with the Gargarians encapsulate a fascinating blend of myth and potential historical truths. These tales have been passed down through generations, captivating audiences with stories of warrior women and their structured encounters with male counterparts. During their annual meeting, the Amazons and Gargarians came together with a singular purpose: reproduction. This event was crucial for both groups to maintain their populations and ensure the survival of their distinct societies. The encounters were strategic and brief, focusing solely on the continuity of each tribe. The ceremonial aspects of the Amazon and Gargarian interactions were steeped in ritual. These meetings were more than mere necessity. They were imbued with traditions that reinforced their cultural identities and responsibilities. Each group performed specific rites that honored their roles and the significance of their union. In Amazonian society, women held positions of power and governance, embodying roles as warriors, leaders, and strategists. This matriarchal system not only defined their social structure, but also emphasized the strength and independence of women, setting them apart from other ancient societies where men typically held dominion. The significance of male children in the Amazon myth is deeply intertwined with societal survival and continuity. Male offspring, born from the annual unions with the Gargarians, were not raised within Amazon society. Instead, these children represented a necessary element in perpetuating the Gargarian lineage, essential for ensuring the continuation of these ritualistic meetings. Upon birth, the fate of male children in Amazonian culture was predetermined. They were sent to live with the Gargarians, reflecting a unique approach to gender roles within their society. This practice ensured that the Amazonian society remained exclusively female, focusing on strengthening their matriarchal structure and warrior class. Raising female warriors was central to Amazonian society. From a young age, girls were trained in combat, strategy, and survival skills, embodying the ideals of strength and independence. This rigorous upbringing was crucial not only for personal defense, but also for maintaining their dominance and autonomy as a community. The societal structure of the Gargarians was primarily patriarchal, formed around the rearing and training of male children sent by the Amazons. This society was characterized by a strong emphasis on martial prowess and discipline, which were seen as vital traits for their survival and the fulfillment of their role in the reproduction pact. Comparing Amazonian and Gargarian warrior cultures reveals stark contrasts in societal organization and gender dynamics. Where the Amazons celebrated female independence and power, the Gargarians focused on male strength and warfare skills. Despite these differences, both societies shared a mutual reliance on each other for reproduction and survival, highlighting a complex interdependence. The unique reproduction method of the Amazons deeply influenced their society, promoting a strong, independent female identity and a distinct separation of gender roles. This annual interaction with the Gargarians ensured the continuation of their lineage while preserving the women-only structure, crucial for maintaining their societal norms and values. Maintaining a female-only society was a constant endeavor for the Amazons. They achieved this by rigorously training young girls in the arts of war and governance, fostering a community that valued strength and autonomy above all. This isolation from typical patriarchal structures allowed them to develop a robust societal framework that celebrated female leadership. The Gargarians played a critical yet limited role in Amazonian life, primarily participating in the reproduction process during annual meetings. Beyond this, they had little influence on the Amazonian way of life, serving more as a necessary counterpart to ensure the survival of both societies rather than as integral community members. The Amazonian myth mirrors ancient gender roles and expectations, portraying women as both caretakers and warriors. This duality challenges the traditional views on gender capabilities and roles, suggesting a society where women could excel in both domestic and martial spheres, fundamentally questioning established gender norms. Archaeological evidence offers some support for the existence of the Amazons and Gargareans, though it often remains interpretative and debated among scholars. Artifacts such as female warrior graves with weapons and horseback riding gear suggest that warrior women could have existed, potentially inspiring the legends of fierce Amazonian fighters. Literary depictions of the Amazons and their unique reproduction rituals have captivated readers for centuries. These portrayals often highlight the fierce independence of Amazonian women and their strategic liaisons with the Gargareans. These tales serve not just as entertainment, but as a reflection on the complexities of gender and power dynamics. The mythological symbolism of the Amazonian reproduction strategy is profound, illustrating themes of autonomy and control. This strategy, where Amazons meet Gargareans solely for procreation, underscores a societal structure deeply rooted in matriarchal values, where women are the arbiters of their lineage and cultural continuity. The Amazon Gargarean myth has permeated modern popular culture, inspiring characters and stories in books, movies, and television that echo the fierce independence and unique societal norms of the Amazons. This influence is testament to the enduring fascination with a society where women are not just equal to men, but are dominant. Ethical considerations in the Amazonian treatment of male offspring, who were often sent away or raised under different conditions than females, provoke intense debate. This aspect of the myth explores the consequences of a society prioritizing one gender over another, inviting discussions on equality and the value of life. Feminist interpretations of the Amazon myth often celebrate the society's embodiment of female empowerment and critique its implications on male value. These interpretations provide a lens to examine the dynamics of power and gender, challenging traditional roles and inspiring conversations about gender equity in contemporary contexts. The role of mythology in understanding ancient societies is profound. Myths like those of the Amazons and Gargareans offer insights into the social constructs and values of past cultures. They encapsulate the ideals, fears, and aspirations of a society, providing a rich, symbolic narrative that helps historians and anthropologists decipher the complexities of ancient life. External threats often influence the dynamics between the Amazons and the Gargareans. The necessity for both groups to maintain strong warrior classes was not only for self-defense, but also to preserve their unique social structures. This mutual dependency may have led to a complex relationship marked by both cooperation and tension. Over time, the reproduction myth of the Amazons has evolved, reflecting changes in societal values and norms. Initially, it may have served to explain and justify the separation of genders and the roles each played in society. As perceptions shifted, so too did the interpretations and significance of the myth. Rituals and rites associated with the Amazon Gargarean meetings were likely elaborate and steeped in symbolism. These ceremonies would have served to reinforce the social order and the roles within it, ensuring that each new generation understood and accepted the unique practices that defined their culture. The theoretical implications of a society based on female warriors are intriguing. Such a society challenges traditional gender roles and offers a different perspective on power dynamics and conflict resolution. It poses questions about the sustainability of a warrior culture and its impact on social structure and interpersonal relationships. The balance of power between Amazons and Gargareans highlights a unique dynamic in ancient societies. While Amazons held dominant roles within their community, controlling many aspects of life and warfare, the Gargareans played essential, yet distinctly seasonal roles in Amazonian society, primarily for reproduction, showcasing a strategic but limited power sharing. Survival strategies of ancient warrior societies like the Amazons and Gargareans were crucial for their continuity. The Amazons focused on developing formidable combat skills and strategic alliances, ensuring their society could withstand threats. Meanwhile, the Gargareans, though less highlighted, likely had their survival tactics, perhaps more diplomatic in nature. The significance of lineage and heritage in Amazon society was profound, as it dictated the societal structure and individual roles. Heritage was not just about bloodline, but also about the continuation of their matriarchal legacy. This emphasis on lineage ensured that cultural values and combat skills were passed down through generations. Mythology often plays a critical role in enforcing social norms and values, and the Amazonian myths are no exception. These myths serve to uphold the matriarchal structure of Amazon society, emphasizing the strength and independence of women while outlining the roles and expectations of both genders within their culture. Comparative analysis with other matriarchal societies provides insights into the diversity of social structures. While the Amazons represent an extreme with their female-centric warrior society, other matriarchal cultures might exhibit more balanced gender roles or different forms of social organization, highlighting a spectrum of matriarchal governance in history. The separation of Amazonian children from their brothers undoubtedly left psychological marks. Growing up knowing that male siblings were either sent away or met worse fates could instill both a sense of loss and a stark awareness of gender roles from a tender age, shaping their emotional and social development. Gender dynamics within Amazonian myths highlight stark contrast and expectations placed upon males and females. Such narratives not only reinforced the roles each gender played, but also perpetuated a cycle of separation and reunion that underscored annual meetings as pivotal, both culturally and biologically, for sustaining Amazonian society. The importance of the annual meeting between the Amazons and Gargarians transcended mere reproduction. It was a cultural reaffirmation, essential for maintaining the Amazonian identity and traditions. This event helped to bind the community together, ensuring that cultural norms and values were passed on through generations. Managing the logistics of the annual encounters between the Amazons and Gargarians would have required significant organization. The necessity to coordinate locations, times, and the security of both parties indicates a sophisticated level of societal management and highlights the strategic capabilities of the Amazonian women. Historical interpretations of Amazonian myths often present challenges due to the scarcity of direct records and reliance on external accounts by ancient historians. This leads to a mixture of admiration and mythologization, complicating efforts to distinguish historical facts from literary embellishments, and thus influencing our understanding of these ancient warrior societies. The role of storytelling in preserving Amazonian history is profound. Oral traditions served as the primary means through which knowledge and cultural values were passed down. These stories not only entertained, but also instilled a sense of identity and continuity among the Amazons, keeping their legacy alive through generations. Modern retellings and reinterpretations of the Amazon myth have brought these ancient warrior women into contemporary cultural discourse. These narratives often emphasize themes of empowerment and independence, resonating with modern audiences and inspiring a broad spectrum of media, from books to films, thereby renewing interest in Amazonian lore. The legacy of the Amazon stretches far beyond ancient mythology, influencing global narratives about strength and femininity. Their story challenges traditional gender roles and continues to inspire discussions about gender equality and the capabilities of women in leadership and combat roles. Exploring theoretical societal impacts if Amazonian practices were adopted today sparks intriguing debates. Such a matriarchal system emphasizes female leadership and might lead to significant changes in social dynamics, potentially fostering societies that value balance, equity, and the strength of communal ties over individual aggression. In conclusion, the Amazonian and Gargarian myths offer more than just tales of ancient societies. They provoke thought about gender roles, societal structure, and cultural identity. Modern society can learn much from these myths, from the power of storytelling to the importance of questioning and potentially redefining established norms.